Pete Buttigieg just effectively responded to getting asked about Marjorie Taylor Greene, saying that this is so weird. We live in such a weird country. Marjorie Taylor Greene at a Trump rally said that Democrats such as Pete Buttigieg are trying to emasculate us with their electric vehicles. So I'll show you that clip and then we'll look at Pete Buttigieg's response. 1 second, take a look.
Democrats like Pete Buttigieg want to emasculate the way we drive and force all of you to rely on electric vehicles.
So I don't get that, guys. I don't get why driving a car that is more energy efficient, that you will have to spend much less on energy because you're driving it, as well as it's better for the environment and all of these things, why that's emasculating the way that you drive. But take a look at Pete Buttigieg's just response to this.
Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Georgia Republican at a rally in Michigan, said this past weekend that Mr. Buttigieg is trying to emasculate the way we drive by, as she goes on to explain, by supporting environmentally friendly transportation. But what did you think of her wording?
I literally don't even understand what that means. I mean, my sense of manhood is not connected to whether my vehicle is fueled by gasoline or whether it's fueled by electricity. This is a practical matter.
Were you offended by that, sir? Because even people who, you know, share her politics didn't share that view.
It was a strange thing to say. You know, to be honest, there are other members of Congress that I pay more attention to when I'm thinking about opinions that really matter or ideas that are going to be critical to engage with.
Representative Marjorie.
I love that. So Marjorie Taylor Greene is probably, in a technical sense, one of the least powerful members of Congress. She doesn't have any committee assignments. She's irrelevant. She just has her one vote. But she's become wildly famous on the right, huge fundraiser, and a lot of people have this aggressive support for her. And so that is why she's become such a powerful voice, at least within that right-wing movement. But it's funny that Pete Buttigieg's response to, were you offended by this, was, I mean, I kind of care more about people who have a little bit more insight into these issues and what they say on them. And so that was great. And then of course, I love the beginning where he's like, my manhood's not connected to the type of energy that my car runs on. And I truly, you guys, cannot get my head around why the right generally, I'm sure there's lots of people who are conservative who are fine with electric vehicles, but there's a part of the right, Marjorie Taylor Greene is one of them, who sees electric vehicles as a sign of inferiority or something, or like she said, it's emasculating the way that you drive. If you have to derive masculinity from the car that you have, yikes, you got some man problems. That's a bummer for you. Because how could you care about that? You should be secure enough that that does not matter at all. The masculinity of your vehicle should not matter in the slightest to you, because the masculinity of your soul is so much more. I honestly don't know. How do I talk to people about this? How do I convince people that it's not emasculating the way that they drive to get a vehicle that uses 1/10 of the energy as the one they currently drive and will save them a ton of money? Obviously, buying the cars right now are still more expensive. But with the tax credits you can get, as well as the savings on gas, you can actually end up coming out on top there. But eventually, if we invest more and give the market some time, electric vehicles will both be as affordable and save you lots on energy. So why people wouldn't want to go to that? No clue. If it's just an aesthetic thing, then that's sad. Your life is sad if you can't make a decision that is better for you and for the planet and for society because you like the big gurgle of a truck and it makes you feel like a big boy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of a bummer. And it plays too much in the stereotype that I feel like liberals joke about, of the guy in the big truck, has to have a huge truck with the huge wheels and the huge suspension and all that because he has a small penis. Like, that's a joke. Haha. How small is your penis? You're driving around that massive truck. That's been a joke I've heard many times. Why are you playing into that so much, guys? Marjorie Taylor Greene, why are you calling out your own men on your side so awkwardly and obviously by making it clear that joke, that stereotype, I guess is true? Because masculinity now is affected to the type of energy that your car uses. Wild stuff.